EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and Realtor for Life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We're so glad to have you here with us today. It is Lori Davis. I am your Realtor for Life. I'm with Tail Sorensen Real Estate. We've been doing this a lot of years, Cindy and I here, Engineer Cindy, and it's after Christmas. We're just getting to the new year. Cindy, how's it going out there? You feeling it? Feeling good?
2025 is going to be phenomenal.
I think it's going to be great.
I had a great 24.
I did too.
I did a phenomenal 24. I did.
I'm seeing so many people say, I can't wait for this to be over. There's just been a lot of things out there. And I was like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
I had a great year.
I
really did. I accomplished a lot, and I got a lot more in the works, and I'm happy.
I know. I'm very excited for you and all of the things. And you got to spend a lot of time with those great grandbabies.
Oh, my goodness. And the third one's a boy.
You got another one coming on the way.
3 boys. And you know what? Remember, we had this discussion. I'm just throwing it out.
Okay.
Rosalind Carter.
Yes.
Okay, so Jimmy Carter sadly just passed.
Yes,
okay,
he did.
Rosalind Carter, boy, girl.
Yeah. Well, but that's a lot of finger crossing. Because they say that after you've had 2 boys, the chances of having a girl are like only 20%. So, but it can happen. Of course it can happen. We all have a lot of families like that where there's all the boys. Yeah. And Grace, I guess, is going to keep working until she gets that girl, I guess.
No, they said this one was it.
That's
so we'll see what happens.
Wait till you see what it's like to have a house full of 3 boys.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be fun.
Buy a farm somewhere.
I know, right?
Buy a
Just
farm.
put a fence up.
And let him run.
That's it.
Lucas doesn't even wear shoes now. He goes outside. He's tough as anything in a year and a half. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, that's great.
Barefoot.
I love it.
I love them, too.
I love it. Well, Vero Beach, we talk about Vero Beach. I sell real estate, but people don't come here because of the houses and the condos that we have to offer. It's because of the place we live. It's because of the lifestyle. And the lifestyle that we have in Vero Beach is so amazing. And there's so many great things that are going on. Of course, now we're into season, as we call it. It's, the holidays and then on through probably May. But we have things going on year round. But there's so many more things that happen at this time of year. One of them that we're going to talk about today, it was just very exciting. There is a Christmas and Epiphany organ concert. It's presented by the Treasure Coast chapter of the American Guild of Organists. Okay, so these are like the best organists in town on the Treasure Coast. They're all coming on Sunday. This Sunday is January 5th at 4 p.m. And they're going to be at St. Mark's Anglican Church on 45th Street, and that's the one at Indian River Boulevard and 45th Street. So we're going to talk to those guys later, but first we're going to tell you about a few other things that you can do in the next week until you see me again right here next week, or listen to me right here next week. Riverside Theater's got their first production of the 2025, first production in 2025, I should say. It's a musical. It's Mystic Pizza, the music you'll love at the first slice. So I know Cindy goes to all of them. I thought it was very cute.
I'm going to go to that one,
Of course, we go to all of them.
Yeah, we do.
It's at Riverside Theater right here in Vero Beach. It starts on Wednesday the 8th through January 26th. And you guys, just check the calendar because they do matinees certain days, and then they do, I think, Saturdays and Sundays they'll do matinees. So you can go at a 2 or at 8, or whatever you like. Or anyway, check it out. But you need to go see it. And everything that they have is always so well produced. And we love having them here, and we love to be able to see live theater here in our teeny little town. Again, one of the reasons why people love Vero Beach, like we have our own theater, we have our own museum. Simultaneously, what will go on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. There's Music in the Loop right there at Riverside, outside of the theater. You just bring your chairs, your beach chairs, whatever, your cooler, sit over in the parking lot or bring your stuff up to the Loop. And that is also, those are free. Those don't even cost anything. So again, another thing that really doesn't cost anything to do. I saw something really cool on Friday, January 10th, is a guided kayak paddle from the Environmental Learning Center. It's from 9 to 11 a.m. Now, that's a Friday, so if you guys are working, I understand. If you've got people in town, you're not working, and you're looking to entertain, it's very, very cool. And it's so calm. They take you, usually, it's out in the Indian River Lagoon, but on the backside. It's not the side where all the boats come running down under the bridge. So it's really quite nice, and they'll take you around the mangroves and stuff like that. Sunset Saturday night. We know we love this. This is the second Saturday every month for the next 3 or 4, probably 5 months. Oceanside Drive on the beach side, right there at Humiston Park. The band is Riptide, Cindy. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bonnie and Steve Pfister.
Yes,
if you know them from Lyft, and it's Bonnie's mom and dad. And I don't know, everybody. I think I'm in the band. No, I'm just kidding.
They're a hoot and a half, that
Just
group.
kidding. But I think it's so cool.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think that they've got, and they're very spiritual. They're very inspired, but they do pop, rock, country, Motown. They do a little bit of everything. So it's a fun band to watch. It'll be sitting, again, it's free. So bring your beach chairs, bring your chairs, go sit out. Sometimes they have food trucks and things out there, so that'll be a fun thing to do. So don't forget and say hi to Bonnie and Chris and Steve out there, and mom and dad and the crew. DSRE by the numbers. Dale Sorensen Real Estate. As we wind up the year, today is 12/30 is the day that we're taping. So I guess we've done as much as we're going to do. We might close a couple more today and a couple more tomorrow. We closed with $687 million sold by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We are the number one. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are the number one broker in Indian River County. That's 18.8% of the market share that we've got. It took us 877 transactions to get that done. Just to let you know, the next closest, we're at 18.8, next closest at 12.9. So we've got a significant advantage in that we think we do it better. We think that we take better care of our clients, our buyers and sellers. There are great realtors out there, but we just think that with the marketing and what we do, we're able to do a better job for our clients. One of the things I wanted to say was, because Cindy, we always check this out, the residential real estate in Indian River County sold year to date $3 billion.
That's crazy.
$659 million.
That's crazy.
$3,659 million, and other little numbers that follow that. That's in 2024 alone, and that's only residential. Now, one of the things, somebody asked me this one time, and I was able to find that statistic. Before you say it's all that new construction, right? It's not. New construction was only 6% of that.
Wow.
Only 6% was new construction in 2024. So that was $222 million. It's not a small number, but it's a lot. It's new. And I'll tell you, a lot of people, I'm selling their house and they're buying a new house. So you're actually getting 2 transactions in Indian River County, and somebody's buying the house. That's a resale is what we call it. Yeah. So just so you know, don't worry about it. There's a lot going on, but it's just a great place to be. And, if you're with the right realtor, we can find you the right house. It might take us a little time to find that condo or that home, but we'll get to it. Thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio from Citrus Grill House, for providing us our adult beverage of the day. Today we have we're just calling it a lemonade cocktail. One of our guests said, I really like lemonade cocktails. It's really my favorite.
It's a lot of people's favorite.
It really is. And they do a little bit of sugar around the rim, but you don't have to have a lot of that. I think they use Natalie's lemon juice and some of their own fresh squeezed. So they've got a really nice fresh flavor to it. We love them over there. Thank you. That's delicious and refreshing. Sometimes you just can't think of what you want. It's so nice to be able to go, I'll have that with lemonade. They're Citrus Grill House, 1050 Easter Lily Lane. We love it. Right there across from Humiston Park. It's on the ocean. You're going to have lunch. You're going to be sitting at a table, and the ocean is right there. Go visit, have lunch. You can have dinner Monday to Saturday. If you've got guests, bring them out there. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. At night, it's magical out there. They've got all the right lights, so it doesn't bother turtles. So we know we're in compliance there. But go by and see them. They're great people. Tell them Lori Davis sent you from the Lori Davis Show. All right, on to our guests. These are the 2 gentlemen that are kind of actively involved and advertising and pushing this project, and it's amazing, and I can't wait to see it. They are the people that are doing the St. Mark's Anglican Church. It's the Epiphany and Christmas organ concert. That's going to be on Saturday, January 5th at 4 p.m. Now, this is a concert featuring organ music of Christmas and the Epiphany. We've got organists from all over Indian River County and maybe the Treasure Coast.
Correct.
All right, so it's everywhere. Let's welcome Dr. Tom Goetz. He's the organist at St. Mark's Anglican. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And Mark Kasten, he is the director of music and organist at St. John's of the Cross Catholic Church. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And now that I got all that out, let's start talking about it. Okay, Tom, tell us about the Treasure Coast chapter of the American Guild of Organists. We'll get to the actual product of the event. How did it get started? Where are we now? Tell us about that.
The American Guild of Organists in general goes back to the 19th century. Was founded in New York City when the city was very young. And it was to be eventually a national organization of organists to promote the instrument, music written for the instrument, to help organists with organist concerns, employment, education, et cetera, et cetera. And it's gone all over the country. It's through the entire United States. There are organists in every state and chapters in every state.
Yes.
And multiple chapters, of course, in Florida.
Right.
We are a large state.
We are.
And we're excited to be a part of that.
Yeah. Now, Ryan, I wanted to ask you about the concert in specific, in general. Give us a little bit more detail about what that day is going to be like. It starts at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. this coming Sunday at St. Mark's. So the concert will be made up of each organist here in town, not completely our whole membership playing, but quite a few of us will be playing about an hour and a half worth of music.
Okay.
The music will be selections from that you'll recognize from the Christmas tide, the hymns and that aspect, as well as the season of Epiphany. And for those that don't know what Epiphany is, that's actually the day when we celebrate the wise men arriving to the manger. So that's where Epiphany comes from, the revelation or manifestation of Christ to the world. It will be both organ music as well as there is a few singers that will be joining us.
Oh, wonderful.
To adding their talents. The concert is free. There was a free will offering for the concert, and it goes to our scholarship fund to support young and up-and-coming organists.
Yeah, we were talking about that, Tom, before we started, was the scholarship fund. And tell us a little bit about that. And then I want to hear the story we just mentioned about something that came up this Christmas with one of your scholarship people.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. We look forward to getting to that. Well, the Treasure Coast chapter, which includes Indian River, St. Lucie, Martin County.
Okay.
I believe those three counties.
Yeah.
They started years ago this scholarship program for young organists. And we have been fortunate to have some fine students, and several of those have gone on to major in organ as their instrument in college.
That's amazing.
Some have gone on to graduate school and have become really fantastic musicians through this. So the chapter raises money. Each year we have these concerts. We take an offering.
Okay. All right.
And churches have pitched in. I know that last year, the church where I was playing, they matched everything dollar for dollar.
Oh, fantastic.
So the church said, whatever you collect in your offering, we'll double that.
Oh, my gosh. That's fantastic.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
So young people have a chance. They can afford to take organ lessons. Effectively, the chapter pays for their lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Do they come to a church to take those lessons?
I think usually lessons are in a church. That's usually where the big instruments are. And,
I would say.
Yeah.
How magical that would be.
Yeah.
If you were learning that instrument and then to go into somebody's like, I just find it ethereal. It's so amazing when you see it being played and hear it, and you're sitting there. I feel like I could feel the music, right? It fills the room. It really does. Yes, now, your church, St. Mark's, is an absolutely beautiful church. Tell us a little bit. Do you know why they picked you? Is it because it's fabulous, or you just? I don't know. What was that about?
You mean how I became organist there?
How you became organist and then you get to host it. That's kind of nice, right? I mean, your organ is obviously very special.
Well, it is very special. The organ, There was a longtime organist there, my friend Kathleen Knott. It was there for certainly well over a decade. I better not say exactly how many years.
No, Kathleen doesn't.
Might have been almost 2 decades. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But, and they had an opening, and I was ready to, I'm organist only.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't do a whole music program as my colleague here, Ryan Kasten, does. So I was looking for something that was a little bit less all-encompassing.
Right.
And so I applied, and sure enough, Father Michael Ward said I had the job. So
That's awesome.
there we are. And I've been enjoying it very much. The church is positively charming with stained glass windows everywhere, front, back, sides, transepts. And the windows were made right here in Vero Beach.
I did not know that.
Conrad Pickell Studios.
Okay. All right.
And a local company, and they're as beautiful as you would see anywhere. Really,
I love
truly.
that. Did you know that, Cindy?
No, I
You
didn't.
know a lot of things around town. That
I
don't
didn't know that. Yeah, I
That's
didn't know
fantastic. That is fantastic. And do you know how did they pick St. Mark's to do the concert?
I don't know. I'm
Do
guessing.
you know, Ryan? How that?
We kind of rotate the concerts from church to church.
Okay, cool.
And Kathleen, I think for the last 2 years prior to Tom, I was hosting it.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like, this works.
Okay,
So
good.
It's a great little space to, it's intimate, it's beautifully decorated. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is a magical place to go into with their Christmas decorations, the organ, the whole atmosphere. It's a wonderful way to get away from the real world
Absolutely.
and just enjoy the afternoon and listening to some great organ music. So
I agree. Tell us about this organ. I mean, these things are huge. There's so many pipes. We were talking about that. What is it? People don't know about. This isn't just somebody sitting at an organ. So this is a different experience. How do they?
the
Tell
nice
us
thing
about
about a lot of our organs in town, we have some larger instruments at St. Mark's. This is a 3-manual instrument with lots of different stops and colors.
Okay.
So therefore, it's not the larger instruments have these color palettes that you can choose from. So each organist, we try to vary what the sounds we use, so that way each piece sounds just a little different to the ear.
Yeah.
And you will hear some stops that sound like flutes, some that will sound more like trumpets and horns, that kind of stuff, and then also some that sound like strings. Now, as an organist, we're one of 3 instruments that is truly full-bodied instrument.
Okay.
The first one is, of course, the organ, because we use our hands and our feet in that aspect. The one is the pedal harp, the concert harp, and then, of course, the last one is the drum set.
Right.
So
That's what Cindy wants to play. She wants to
so
go
we
with-
literally have to use our full body when we're playing this instrument, and not only are we controlling the keyboards, sometimes there's up to 4 manuals that we're choosing from, plus the pedal board, but then we have all the stops and buttons that we're playing around with and having a great time with.
And the one person playing is making all of those different instruments play.
Yes.
And it's just one person.
Just one person. Yeah, you
That's
can do a
what I
duet
thought.
if you want.
No,
But most of the time it is
No,
just
but
one
it's
person.
that's what I'm saying. It's so fascinating because I think the music that is produced is surreal. It's amazing, and that it's just one person who's able to create that much beautiful sound. I think it's great. And what could be better than the holidays and the Epiphany, right? To give us the music that's going to show on Sunday the 5th. Okay, listen, we pay for this by commercials. I've got to take a commercial break. This goes so fast. We'll be back to talk with Tom and Ryan about the concert. We'll see you in a little bit. We'll be right back.
It's Bluegrass Night every Thursday at Marsh Landing Restaurant. Enjoy our famous swamp water with down-home favorites like frog legs, fried chicken, and peanut butter pie. The music starts at 6:30 every Thursday. Call for reservations. Bluegrass Night at Marsh Landing in Fellsmere.
The Fellsmere Frog Leg Festival is the biggest frog leg festival in the world, January 16th through the 19th. But it's more than just frog legs and gator tail. There are hundreds of booths with unique gifts, great live music, and a midway full of carnival rides and games galore. Admission and parking are free. Marine Bank and Comcast present the Fellsmere Frog Leg Festival, January 16th through the 19th. froglegfestival.com.
I'm John King, certified arborist with King Tree Management. Every cut on your tree is permanent. King Tree Management cuts your cost by making the right cuts the first time. Contact me at King Tree Management. We treat your trees like royalty.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Bollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Ooh, have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We've got Tom Goetz and we've got Ryan Kasten in the house. We are talking about the Christmas and Epiphany concert that's going to be at St. Mark's Anglican Church on Sunday, the 5th of January at 4 p.m. Tom, you had a story about one of your scholarship recipients that happened over the holiday. I'd love to hear it.
Yes. Well, one of our scholarship recipients, it's interesting. His name is Joey Rumberger. And he was actually interim organist at St. Mark's before.
Okay.
Yeah, they had an immediate opening that they needed to fill quickly, and Joey fit the bill. Well, then, come September, he went off to be a freshman studying the organ at Stetson University.
Which is fantastic. In DeLand. Yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah.
It really
so Joey has just been doing wonderfully as a music student. I can't say enough good about him. He's a fantastic young man. And while he was in town here, unfortunately, it happened that one of our local music directors fell ill and couldn't conduct his program, his Handel Messiah performance.
His holiday program, which is not easy.
Yes.
It's very important. Everybody's coming. It's that night at the church, right?
It's very big, yes. And
gosh.
So his associate musician, artist in residence, filled in conducting, but that meant they needed an organist. Now, so Joey Rumberger, at the last minute, he's filling in as organist. And then he's called to come in on Sunday morning as well, in addition to 2 concert performances and a rehearsal. And he does all that and just cool as a cucumber. And so Joey's one of our past scholarship recipients.
Right.
And it was great to see him in action.
So for the reason why we talk about this is because if there's anybody who has an interest, if you're listening and you know a sibling, if you know somebody that might be one of your children, one of your friends, does it matter how old you are to get the scholarship? It's probably more student-oriented, correct?
It's student-oriented.
Yeah.
Most of them tend to be getting the scholarship when they're in senior high school.
Okay.
In high school,
all right.
typically.
Okay.
Freshman high school at least.
Yes.
And the other thing is we're generally looking at somebody who's already had maybe a few years having studied the piano.
Okay.
Because it's not absolutely necessary, but it does make going to the organ a lot easier because of the fact that all of a sudden you're adding your feet. To the mix.
When you said all the things that you did when you were playing it was a full body instrument, I was like, you need at least to know where the keys are.
But if there's a young student out there that's interested, by all means, please contact us and we'll get them in touch with an organist here in town to study with. And hopefully, because I don't think we have a scholarship student at the moment.
Not right now, but I think there's one in the pipeline.
And there is a website. It's tccago.com.
.org.
tccago.org. Okay, cool. And that's the Treasure Coast chapter of the American Guild of Organists. That's so very cool. Ryan, what did you want to tell us a little bit? Wrap it up. We've only got about another minute. Tell us what we're gonna see.
Again, I hope you all, the citizens of Indian River County and local area, will come out and hear the organist. It'll be a fun afternoon starting at 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon, January 5th, to come hear some great Christmas and Epiphany organ music, as well as some vocal literature.
That's it. Tom, is there anything you want us to remember? Now, this is your church. If we come to church there on any given Sunday, do you play the organ every Sunday?
You will hear me at the 10 a.m. service.
Okay.
You will not hear me at 8 a.m.
Okay. All right. Tom's not up for the 8 a.m. service.
Lucky.
I love it. I love it. Well, anyway, thank you, Tom, and thank you, Ryan, for being here.
Thank you, Laura.
Don't forget to go see the concert at St. Mark's Anglican Church. It's located at 1795 45th Street. That's 45th and Indian River Boulevard. It's that beautiful church that you see off on the west side when you're driving down Indian River Boulevard. Thank you again. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Everybody have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. We're so glad you could be with us, and we will see you here next week. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon.